episode 11 of my model railroading. Or is it? It is episode 11. Is it episode 11 of model trains or model railroad? How about you guys let me know in my new Discord server, which you can now join. So go join that. But in today's video, I am reviewing my Hogwarts Express set. Now, this set is by Lionel, however, it is not sponsored by them. I got this for Christmas. And no, it is not an O scale, even though the train seems to fit on those tracks. It seems like Lionel, along with a bunch of other companies, have, well, it's this plastic train line of plastic rails along with plastic trains. And so it's black plastic tracks. I'm sure you've seen them. If you haven't, just look up Lionel Ready to Run kids sets or something, and you'll probably find them. But today, we are reviewing mine. So let's get everything out of the box. First of all, it has a very pretty box, and yes, it is the Hogwarts Express. I am a fantasy man, and I enjoy my fantasy. But it has Harry Potter here on the front, along with Wizarding World, Harry Potter. Then on the back, this is the train and the plastic tracks. And we also have features, headlight, speaker system, and it needs batteries. So the one grievance I have with this, I've had it since Christmas, I've opened it, but the one grievance is there is no working headlight. There's no headlight on the train, so there can't be a working headlight. So that is my only grievance with it right on the box. And they also don't tell you what scale it is on the box. Kind of common theme I've noticed with Lionel. But it doesn't tell you that this is even a scale. So I'm kind of mad about that. But let's get it out. So we open it like this from the side. Right in that useless box. And this is the packaging. So we don't need that. Then let me set it here on the table, right here, right. We have a locomotive with 4 sides. I would hope it has 4 sides. It might have 6. And we have the tender to go along with it. So that just hooks onto the locomotive like this, using this scale of coupler, kind of European style of coupler, I guess. Then we have 2 very identical passenger cars, also with the European coupler, which is kind of annoying, but I guess that's what all trains of this size have. And finally, we have that plastic track. Oh, plastic tracks. Why? I mean, I guess because the train is battery operated, you can just use plastic tracks instead of the metal ones for actual model trains. But these tracks, they just hook together like that, so you can build virtually any shape with enough track pieces, of course. And so, I might have to find an actual place to set this up. But I'll probably set it up over there, off to the right of the camera, where my table for Legos is, and I'll show you the train running along with its sounds. So let me set up a quick loop, and then I'll bring you guys over there. So down here on the floor, I've set up some of the train tracks, along with the actual train, and it has this nice little switch right here on the left side of the locomotive. Come on, camera. There we go. Now it's focused. Oh, don't show finger. So as you can see, it has off, Oh, that was a shadow of my hand. Okay. Guess I can't do that. It has off, on with sound, and off with sound. So, first let me turn it on with sound, as it does actually have pretty good sounds, especially since it's excuse me, I shouldn't say especially, mainly because it is a Lionel, and they have good licenses, and it has 3 lines from the movie. So as you can see, good noises. There's Harry saying he's Harry Potter. Then when Harry asks about platform 9 3/4, and finally when Harry buys the entire stuff off the trolley. So the other setting is just to have it running like this, without any of the train sounds or any of the dialogue. But, of course, as the Harry Potter nerd I am, a Ravenclaw Harry Potter nerd at that, I usually will leave it to run on an actual sound. But, as you probably saw, the locomotive has no headlight. Lionel, where is the headlight? There is no headlight anywhere. There's a screw, and yet not a headlight. I don't even think there's a headlight on the actual model that they were basing this off of in real life. So I don't know how they could have thought that there was a headlight on this and put that on the box. But otherwise, it does run really well, as you've seen. It does, of course, have some of my batteries in it, and all of everything seems pretty well in order as far as details. And I really like this set. I'm just sad it doesn't have a headlight. And I can deal with them not labeling scale, as this technically isn't really a scale. But now back to the desk. So now that you've actually seen it, and with me back at my desk, I do have a couple more things to do. So, the reason that I know there are more companies making this scale of train, let me just lay them out as they're not as visible, but the main reason that I know that there are other companies making this specific scale of train is because I have one. This is a little Christmas train, not Christmas unfortunately, but this is a little train that my grandma got me ages ago, before I was old enough to really realize how bad it was. And as you can see, the coupler is really small. The locomotive is like about taller than all of this. It's not even properly scaled for a steam locomotive. Look at this horrible boiler. And like, this is terrible. This is terrible. And this is all terrible. And it's all terrible. And it's wide too! Like, look at how wide this is! Compared to this tender, like, this tender is actually scaled, and it is thinner than this. This. I just want to throw it. I'm not going to throw it because I would probably damage you, my viewer, as you are theoretically right there. But it is somehow the same scale. Like, where's some of the tracks? These are the tracks for the Hogwarts Express, as you probably now know. And if I can connect them, unlikely chance, but we'll place this train on there. And yeah, I mean, it's the same scale. You can see it just as well as I can. It's just not to scale. So, out with those. We're just done with them. And I think we're going to stick with this fabulous, actually to scale Hogwarts Express. Now, it is by Lionel, so it is better than most things, as Lionel is a model train company, unlike whatever company tried to make the abomination of a steam locomotive below me. But it does have its little things that I don't like. For instance, of course, the packaging says it has a headlight when it doesn't, but also, this isn't technically in any scale. Yes, it is the size of O scale, but if you let me disappear for just a second, and yes, I am going over to grab some of my O scale trains. This is an O scale locomotive, visibly bigger. This seems more like S scale, which is in between O and HO, by the way. But it is the same width as O scale. And yes, I know, Lionel has actual O scale Hogwarts Express sets, which I do want. But this is the set that my parents got me for Christmas. So, that's the set I am currently living with. But, the fact that Lionel kind of created this plastic scale, maybe we can call it P scale. Sure, let's call it P scale. Lego train tracks are their own scale, they're L scale. Let's just call this plastic train track size P scale. I like that. So yes, I have my P-scale Hogwarts Express, along with 2 coaches, and overall, it is a good locomotive and train cars, and the tracks interlock well, it's good for kids, the sound is good, but there is no headlight. But other than that, it is a good kit. So, hopefully, this shorter video is either accepted or at least more watched. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Bye!